Yo, YouTube, what's good? Good afternoon. How y'all doing? Y'all know me, 78 West. We back with another video, man. As you can see, I got my Laker hat on. You know what I'm saying? Luca, what up? Welcome. Let's go get this ring. Anyways, we here to talk music and production. Today I want to talk about a little bit of the creative process and work ethic. Last video was sort of an introduction to the series, and today I want to do talk about where everything starts, and that's the creative process. And but behind the creative process is work ethic, and I believe those two really go hand in hand when it comes to making beats and being a producer. You gotta be creative, and you gotta have a work ethic. At the end of the day, you could be the most talented producer in the world, and without no work ethic, though, nothing. So for me, I've built a habit of just making beats every day. I got this quote I've been saying lately: Sunday to Sunday. Meaning I'm grinding Sunday to Sunday. I'm dedicated to my YouTube. I'm dedicated to my channels. I run 2 channels. Trap, basically, Future, Baby, Gunna, Dirt, those type beats. And then I run an R&B channel, which is Party Next Door, Drake, SZA, Friday type beats. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dedicated to making beats for those 2 channels every day, Sunday to Sunday. And I treat it like a 9 to 5. So I wake up in the morning. I try to be up by 6. I try to get up. First thing I do, brush my teeth, all that good stuff, and then open my laptop, and get on FL and start cooking up. Today I woke up, and I'm a father, so I had to drop my baby off at school and whatnot. And but when I got back, it's just boom, straight to the laptop, and started working on an R&B beat. Just started off with some chords and got to creating. And you just need a starting point. There's times where I cook up from scratch. Today I cooked up from scratch when I was making my R&B beat. Sometimes I use loops. I have a lot of producers that send me loops as of lately, especially since my YouTube channel has been growing, so I get a lot of loops. And when I feel I don't have that much time in my day, because every day is obviously different, but when I feel like I don't have much time, I'll cook up with some loops, and shout out to all the producers that's been sending me loops. I really appreciate it, and I just collab. Music's a collaborative thing anyways. It's collaborative at the end of the day. You look at all these placements, you look at the credits, you'll see 2, 3, 4, 5 producers. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be selfish with your creativity all the time. It's okay to use loops and everything like that. Just whatever it is that helps you create. But if you're not using loops, just start with some chords, start with some keys. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. That's why I say create a process. Everybody's different though. You know what I'm saying? And don't be ashamed if you don't know how to play keys. But this goes back to work ethic. You know what I'm saying? You should be wanting to get better at making beats every day. You should be wanting to get better, 1% better, you know. So learn. I really believe it's essential for a producer to be able to, at least learn an instrument, and I say this all the time. If you could play keys, you could create anything, because we have VSTs, you know. You need a saxophone, you can play it on the keys. You need strings, you can play it on the keys. You need a guitar, you can play it on the keys. You can drum on the keys, you know what I'm saying? So that keyboard is essential, man. It's like a Swiss Army knife, So take time to learn the piano, man, the keyboard. If you need help, go on YouTube. There's endless amount of piano tutorials and you know lessons on the internet to where there's no excuse for you to not learn how to play piano. There's videos on chord progressions, the number system, for all the scales and everything like that. You can literally search it up by genre: R&B chord progressions, trap chord progressions, pain melody chord progressions, and it'll tell you. You'll see a bunch of videos pop up, and the thumbnail literally be like a chord progression right there. You ain't even got to click on the video. R&B chord progression 251, boom. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, damn, that's exactly what I was looking for. So there's no excuse. I tell my child all the time, when I take her to school, like, you have zero excuse to, not be able to do your homework or learn and study what you need to be able to. Why? Because we have the internet. We have the internet, and we got YouTube, bro. YouTube University. There's endless information on all these platforms. You just gotta look it up and be hungry and willing enough to look it up. You know what I'm saying? So learn an instrument, learn the piano for sure. When I started out making beats, I've been making beats for a while now. When I started, I knew nothing. I grew up playing sports. I played saxophone in middle school for a little bit, but I didn't know anything. But along my journey, and meeting a lot of producers and being in a lot of studio rooms, you meet people that are talented, and I'm a competitive type of person, so I'm like, man, I'm trying to get like that, and people being able to play keys, man, it's essential. I see it in their creativity. It makes making beats that much easier. So I took the time and I learned how to play the piano a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Work my way around the piano, and I'm able to make my own melodies, from scratch, just by dedicating time and learning it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no excuse. I know there's people that work jobs, there's people that go to school, there's people that are parents, like myself, but there's time, man. There's time. It's all about sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? Or even making time, like literally making time, like while I'm out and about, if I'm even like I'm grocery shopping, or I'm out with my kids or something, I'm on YouTube, bro, and I'll see something pop up and I'll watch a tutorial. You know what I'm saying? I'll look up, what was it that I was trying to, figure out when I was cooking up early this morning. Oh yeah, let me search that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no excuse to get the results that you want. You just gotta want it. It's about how bad you want it. Shit, man, when you taking shit on the toilet, man, you by yourself. Take your phone with you. Go on YouTube, go on Google, research stuff, man. The phone in your hand is a tool as well for you, your advancement in music. So that's a part of my creation process too, is learning and applying that to my work ethic. It's like a triangle: your creation process, and then learning, work ethic. You complete that triangle, man, you're just gonna go forward. You know what I'm saying? And Yeah. And for myself, it took me some time to build a work ethic as well. When I first started out, um, I mean, I was dedicated and I was always grinding. But when you're around other producers that are accomplished and everything like that, you know, it it matters, and you start learning what other people are doing. Excuse me, that's my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? He got this crazy ass muscle car, but all that matters. Seeing their work ethic and their grind and how other people are dedicated to, you know, taking all the time, literally all the time out their day to apply it to music, and you know, um, just hours upon hours upon hours, beat after beat after beat. And if you're competitive enough, you want to do that as well. And you know, um, grind and make your own beats. You know what I'm saying? And apply all that to yourself. So I mean, just work on work ethic as well. For myself, it took me a while to learn, and eventually I got to a point where it's like, all right, I'm treating this like a job, like a 9 to 5. Getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I've worked jobs before. You know what I'm saying? I worked graveyard before. All them crazy hours and stuff like that, 12 hours overtime and stuff like that. Like, if I could dedicate my time and give that type of effort to somebody else in their establishment, I should be able to do the same thing for my music business and my music career. You know what I'm saying? Like, treat your music as a business as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you apply to a business and you make music for a living, literally. You know what I'm saying? Apply it as a business. And even if you feel like, you know, you're not even trying to do this as a music career or whatever, like, if you making beats and just throwing them on YouTube, what's if your music blow up? You know what I'm saying? What's if you get that one beat that just so happened to blow up and hit 1 million views and YouTube monetize your channel? You just became a music business out of not trying. But at least you know what to do. And you know the business of music because you took time out to learn that. You know what I'm saying? The creation and the business goes hand in hand as well. I tell people all the time, making music is one thing. The business is a whole nother side. So it's all a learning process. It's all a learning curve. And as you create, you learn, you know. And like I said for myself, I had to build a work ethic and treat it like a job in a 9 to 5. And now I'm grinding Sunday to Sunday. And I wake up, I make beats. I try to be up at 6. I give myself till 12. Take a little lunch break, whatever. Get back to the beats. I try to by 1 o'clock, get back to the beats, cook up, all the way to 5. You know what I'm saying? And then, I'll take a little break or whatever, hop on the 2K or the NCAA or whatever, clear my head, and then after a game, bro, I'm back to thinking what I left, where I leave off at. And, I'll open my laptop again and just, keep going. It's all a process. It's all a process, man. And if you got goals and you got hopes and aspirations and dreams, all this is what you got to apply to your process, your creative process, and your work ethic. That's it, man. And step by step, brick by brick, you'll start getting results. Um, I didn't. I feel like I used to think like I was getting placements by accident, you know, and and you know, they were just happening. But I realized, you know, nah, man, like I worked towards this. All those hours where it seemed like I wasn't getting results, all those hours lead to one placement, two placements, getting into a studio room, meeting, you know, named producers, getting in studios with big name artists and all that stuff. All these baby steps go towards that. And you just gotta believe, and you just gotta take your first step and put your good foot in front of the other. You know what I'm saying? So I wish you all the best, man. You know, I pray we all get it. Real talk. I pray we all get it. There's enough out there for everybody to be able to do something, you know? So y'all stay blessed. I'm 78 West. Be safe out there, man. Peace.